The narrative of the Philippines traces back to ancient times, marking its genesis with the emergence of early hominin activity in the archipelago, dating back at least 709,000 years ago. Among the notable inhabitants were the Homo luzonensis, an archaic human species, documented on Luzon Island around 134,000 years ago. Evidence from the Tabon Caves in Palawan unveils the presence of anatomically modern humans dating back approximately 47,000 years. Initially, Negrito groups inhabited the prehistoric Philippines, succeeded by waves of Austroasiatics, Papuans, and South Asians. However, a significant milestone occurred around 3000 BCE, when Austronesians, adept seafarers, commenced their migration southward from Taiwan. This migration laid the foundation for the predominant population of the Philippines today. By 2000 BCE, the archipelago became a focal point for the transoceanic Philippine jade culture, indicative of the flourishing trade and cultural exchange within the region. Over time, these diverse ethnic and social groups evolved into distinct settlements or polities, each characterized by varying levels of economic specialization, social hierarchy, and political structure. Some of these settlements, particularly those situated on major river deltas, attained remarkable social complexity, akin to early states. Among these were the predecessors of modern-day urban centers like Manila, Tondo, Pangasinan, Cebu, and others, alongside enigmatic polities like Mai, speculated to be located in either Mindoro or Laguna. The cultural landscape of these polities was profoundly shaped by influences from Islamic, Indian, and Chinese civilizations. Islam made its way from Arabia, while Indian Hindu-Buddhist elements permeated through trade and expeditions, such as those led by Rajendra Chola I. Some polities even established tributary relationships with China, reflecting the maritime state's flourishing dynamics during the first millennium. These kingdoms engaged in extensive trade with what are now recognized as China, India, Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia. Concurrently, other settlements operated as independent barangays, aligning themselves with larger states. These smaller entities oscillated between integration into or resistance against larger Asian empires, such as the Ming Dynasty, Majapahit, and Brunei. The earliest recorded encounter with Europeans occurred during Ferdinand Magellan's expedition, which made landfall on Hominin Island, now part of Guiuan, Eastern Samar, on March 17, 1521. Magellan's expedition faced defeat at the hands of Lapu-Lapu's army, chief of Mactan, where Magellan himself perished. The era of Spanish influence in the Philippines commenced with the Pacific expansion of New Spain, marked by Miguel López de Legazpi's expedition arriving on February 13, 1565, from Mexico. Legazpi established the first enduring settlement in Cebu. Spanish colonial dominance gradually extended across much of the archipelago, establishing the framework for the Philippines' first cohesive political entity. Under Spanish rule, Christianity was introduced, alongside the implementation of a legal code and the establishment of the oldest modern university in Asia. The Philippines came under the jurisdiction of the Mexico-based Viceroyalty of New Spain before transitioning to direct governance by Spain. Spanish rule was superseded in 1898, following Spain's defeat in the Spanish-American War, leading to the Philippines becoming a territory of the United States. The American military quelled a revolution spearheaded by Emilio Aguinaldo, subsequently establishing the insular government to administer the Philippines. In 1907, the elected Philippine Assembly was established through popular elections. The U.S. pledged eventual independence through the Jones Act. Consequently, the Philippine Commonwealth was established in 1935 as a transitional phase towards full sovereignty. However, World War II disrupted this trajectory when Japan occupied the Philippines in 1942. The U.S. military liberated the country in 1945, leading to the Treaty of Manila in 1946, which formalized the establishment of the independent Philippine Republic.